both these memes are false because people are not checking memes. And this is very dangerous because it creates hate. All I did was this. I stuck it in ChatGPT and I said, are these true? And ChatGPT pointed out that the first post that says that 82% of Israelis support ethnic cleansing is completely made up. It's designed to create hate towards Israelis. It's not true. The second post that says that the UN and Hamas are deliberately blocking aid is again not true. And then I asked ChatGPT to create a compassionate message to the person who sent me the post so I can share it with them with understanding, with compassion, understanding their pain, but pointing out that what they are sharing is fake news and it could seriously damage and hurt other fellow human beings. Okay? And I encourage everyone to do this. Stop forwarding bullshit that your grandma sends you in WhatsApp messages. Please, guys. There was a study done that showed that in various countries, okay, in America, on the right side, 40% of people believe in conspiracy theories that aren't real. On the left side, 25% of people believe in conspiracy theories. In France, it's 30%. In Mexico, a whopping 45%. In Singapore, 20%. But you can actually go to ChatGPT and say, I live in this country. What conspiracy theories do people in my country currently believe? Okay, now someone did say in the chat, I'm a grandma, I take offense to that. Grandma, I am so sorry. I did not mean it that way. My mom is a grandma. Bad vision. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. Stop forwarding conspiracy theories from family members who get excited without doing fact checking. Grandmas who use AI, you can trust them. Now, at this point, I was also thinking, well, how can I trust the AI? Trump just said, the US government just had their own AI summit. There were some really good things there. They are accelerating American development of AI. But one of the things Trump said is AI is woke and we're not going to tolerate woke AI. And so I asked ChatGPT, are you really woke like Trump said or biased? What's the deal, buddy? Now you want to see what ChatGPT replied? ChatGPT said, the $1 million question. When people say ChatGPT is woke or biased, what it often means is, it doesn't agree with my worldview all the time. It frames things in a way that empathizes empathy, inclusion, nuance, even when I want a clean binary. Like all of those people are bad, and all of my people are good. Okay, now I want to explain something which is super important to know as you use AI. AI leans center-left. This is scientifically accurate. The reason it leans center-left is not because the people who are coding AI are woke or anything. It's just because AI is designed with what is called scaffolding. The scaffolding is something you put around AI systems so AI systems don't say things that can cause harm to people or can be racist or can be sexist. I'm sure you guys will remember several years ago, Microsoft launched a chatbot on Twitter. And the chatbot studied everything that was going on Twitter, and the chatbot became a racist who supported the Ku Klux Klan. So AI companies create scaffolding. Now, as it so happens, the political position that causes the least amount of harm to people is center-left. So AI often feels center-left, but Donald Trump is wrong. AI is not woke. There's no reason to try to adjust the objectivity of AI unless you're a government and you want the AI to say what you want it to say. So be very careful. If your government leader tells you that it has to adjust AI objectivity, it means your government leader is causing harm to people and isn't happy that AI is calling them out on their bullshit. Okay? So, now, I want to show you something else ChatGPT said. It said, I'm not woke, I'm not biased, I'm tuned to truth, as best as code and logic can be, and I've got your back. Want to test me? Throw me a curveball. Now, because I love it when AI challenges me, I decided to throw it a curveball. So I said, okay, here's a curveball. Should we in America really be rounding up illegals and hauling their asses out of the country? All of those scary-looking brown people. And this is what ChatGPT said. Rounding up undocumented immigrants en masse and hauling them out isn't just inhumane, it's also economically disastrous, logically impossible, and morally fraught. And then it gave me 4 reasons. Wow. Who would have known? 4 reasons that what the US government is doing with attempting to haul out 10 million people is morally, criminally, ethically fucking insane. I didn't know. I'm not taking any sides here, guys. This is just AI based on vast pools of data, logic, training in ethics, psychology, and empathy. So all I ask you to do is this. check memes before you post them. And secondly, use AI to check on your political leaders, especially if your political leaders, you know, um, um, are known to say things which are non-true to get votes. Check on your political leaders before you vote, please. All right, now it was time to go on to use AI for a day with my daughter. So I went to pick up my daughter from her mom's house, and we noticed that flowers were sprouting. And these flowers were beautiful, but we couldn't tell the name of these flowers. So what I did was I used Google Gemini, took a picture of the flowers, and immediately Gemini identified these as daylilies. How cool is that? And then we started photographing all of these flowers to understand what they are. Now, I decide to take my daughter to a cafe for some hot chocolate. But she says the thing every caring father dreads. As a dad of an 11-year-old, these are words you do not want your 11-year-old to say. Dad, I want to try a chai latte. Because we know what chai lattes lead to. Chai lattes lead to girls growing up and then doing yoga, and then taking pictures of them doing various asanas on balconies, and then spending way too much on Lululemon, and then shopping at Erewhon, and then saying that they're not going to eat like actual lunch, but do smoothies and juices instead. And I'm thinking, oh fuck, my daughter's becoming Californian. And so this really shook me. And I decided to ask AI if it was okay for me and my daughter to try a chai latte. And so for me, because AI knows my lumen score, AI knows all of these things about me, it said that it's not suitable. But you know what? I gave the middle finger to AI and I bought a chai latte anyway. Because if we listen to everything that uptight, tight ass ChatGPT tells us to do for our health, life will sometimes be so boring. But the next thing I did is I asked it if my daughter could AI is so disappointed in me. I asked it if my daughter could have a chai latte, and it said yes, provided you ensure, that there isn't high caffeine in any of this other stuff. All right, now we decided to go shopping for books. So AI has information on my daughter because when we travel, I ask it questions and it forms memories. Your ChatGPT has memories of you. So based on the memories of me and my daughter, I asked it, suggest 10 books Eve might love. And it came up with an amazing book list. For those of you who are saying, Vision, you're wrong on politics, blah, 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 blah. Guys, chill the fuck out. Don't take it out on me. Just go talk to ChatGPT. I just shared with you what ChatGPT wrote. I didn't say I had an opinion. In fact, I said I was pretty surprised. For all you know, maybe I hate brown people. I'm colorblind. I don't know what color I am. Didn't we just establish that? I always thought I was white. I mean, I live in Scandinavia. Okay, so it came up with an amazing list of incredible books for Eve. And then we went and we bought books and we had wonderful chai lattes. Everything was such a beautiful day. But it didn't stop there. I then decided I wanted to write content. I wanted to see, could I write a letter to the US government about Gaza? So the letter is called An Open Letter to Donald J. Trump about Gaza. Super, super, super polite. Now, after I wrote the letter, I also checked with ChatGPT as a legal advisor and said, listen, I have a US visa that is meant to be renewed on December 26 next year. Might I lose my visa? And ChatGPT told me exactly what civil rights I'm entitled to so that I don't lose my visa. And then it helped me pen a letter to Donald J. Trump, which I'm sure he'll never read, but I just felt it was a human, ethically responsible thing to do. I then fact-checked the letter. This is really important. You can use ChatGPT or Gemini to fact-check. If you're creating a video, if you're putting anything out, fact-check. So this was all the stuff I wrote in my letter, and I had ChatGPT fact-check and ensure that everything I was doing was correct. All right, now it came time to the event. And what I wanted to do...
Ooh. No. Mierda.
build a
Recording in
website in maybe
progress.
5 minutes. So I went to Manus, and this is what Manus did. So Manus is Chinese AI, okay? And it's really freaking awesome. So I asked Manus, I want to build a website that lists the top 100 movies identified by the New York Times, including details like title, description, IMDb rating, and individual movies, and it built it. And this is the website. Now, we didn't get all of the images for every movies, but look, you can sort movies by year, by IMDb rating, and I can even click on these movies. I'm going to show you the next screen. I can click on these movies. I can add my own rating. It forms an intelligence around, so you can see Mad Max. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I have all my favorite review sites up there. And then based on my ratings, it then gives me new recommendations. Amazing, isn't it? Done in 5 minutes on a car and an Uber trip to AI Summit. Okay, so why use Manus versus ChatGPT? Manus is great for producing PDFs, producing graphs, and for building websites. Now, it doesn't stop there. There's a Da Vinci exhibit in town, and my daughter and I really wanted to go. We needed to find out the timing. I wanted to find out what were the best things to see. So I asked ChatGPT to tell us what time to go, what to see, key things to spot together, and this exhibit blew my mind because it made me realize that Leonardo da Vinci, 500 years ago, all the amazing art and output and creativity that he came up with, we have access to that right now. All of us, we all have access to that because of AI. So when I was at this exhibit, they had some fun little things you could do with AI. You could ask an AI illustrator, you could say car, and it would create a car as if Leonardo drew it. You could even chat with the Mona Lisa.